a child of yours has a life-threatening illness, it changes your life drastically.
She just looked up at me with her eyes filled with tears and she goes, "Daddy, am I gonna die?" And any father that hears those words from a child is changed. My name is Bill Chenaille, and I'm the father of Kathryn.
My name is Kathryn Chenaille, and I am Kathryn's mom.
Last year, about September 18th, we were visiting some friends up in Massachusetts and noticed some dark bruising all over her legs. So we brought her in the next day, and my wife Carolyn had left the doctor's office, and about an hour later the phone rang, and it was a doctor telling us to rush Kathryn up to Hershey Medical Center in Pennsylvania. And the results came back the next morning that it was negative for leukemia. And then they went on to say that more than likely it's aplastic anemia. And not having any idea of what the epidemiology of aplastic anemia is, I started doing some research and very, very, very quickly came to the realization that it was not a very nice or a kind disorder.
Aplastic anemia is basically bone marrow failure, where there's not a malignancy in the bone marrow, but that there's no functional cells. So the patient has not adequate white blood cells to fight infection, not adequate red blood cells to carry oxygen and give them energy, and inadequate platelets, which are the blood clotting cells.
While we were at Hershey, my sister-in-law, Carla Lohman, had contacted us and recommended that we get a second opinion over at Hopkins. So on October 27th of 2008, we began with her treatments at Johns Hopkins.
Kathryn, when she came, she had very low blood counts. All of her counts were low, and she required many transfusions to prevent her from bleeding and to give her some red blood cells to carry oxygen and for some energy. We gave her intensive high-dose chemotherapy, which knocked any counts, any bone marrow that she had completely out, which knocked out her immune system, and then she recovered marrow on her own.
As soon as her counts bottomed out, the doctors released us. And then after that afternoon, it was explained to us that while she is this vulnerable, that she could either catch a hospital infection or she can catch a common household infection. Prior to this, in October, while we were having Kathryn inpatient, I had actually been staying at the local Ronald McDonald House. And very quickly I became familiar with the benefits of the house.
Just the community element. The other option that we had would be to stay by ourselves in a room. We wouldn't have any access to any other people. There's the playroom and lots of people that come in and bring dinners every night. And just being able to talk to other parents who are going through similar situations was very, very helpful.
My name is Marianne Rowan Braun. I'm President, CEO of Maryland's Ronald McDonald House. Maryland's Ronald McDonald House has been here in Baltimore for the last 28 years. We sit here in the heart of Baltimore because we are surrounded by unparalleled medical care. Every single day, 6 hospitals call us with families from all over the state of Maryland, but also families from all over the world who are in need of a place to stay in close proximity to their doctors.
I'm Tiara.
I'm Karan.
And I'm Shayla.
And can I ask why are you guys here?
Our little baby sister.
She's in a hospital. She got cancer.
I am here because I'm going through a limb lengthening up at Sinai Hospital.
This is our 3rd visit to the Ronald McDonald House, and she had 2 liver transplants during these stays.
I'm staying here so I can get my bone marrow biopsy and my bone marrow transplant here.
It would be so hard and expensive to do this without the Ronald McDonald House.
It's a very nice convenience for me to be able to have this kind of place to come to and relax and not have that hospital environment.
There are people here that are just really nice.
It's fun.
It's fun at the Ronald
It's
McDonald
fun.
House.
Always entertainment. We play the games. We get the Wii.
Go outside, play basketball.
You know, we were blessed to have this stay here at the Ronald McDonald House. It's an amazing place. We really got to stay together as a family, and it was really a home away from home for us.
Maryland's Ronald McDonald House is communal living. Under this one roof, we have a great global family. Many of the children battling cancers in this home have bone marrow transplants. And when a child has a bone marrow transplant, for many days after the bone marrow transplant, they have a completely suppressed immune system. So it is vital that these children live in as pure of an environment as possible. In the case of a little girl named Kathryn Chenaille, her dad purchased for her room a secure air filter to try to keep the room as pure as possible as she worked toward health.
We got a secure air purifier and put it right next to Kathryn's bed, and she only got sick one time in the entire time that we stayed at the Ronald McDonald House, and that was due to an infection within her body.
Doctors came in, they put all the antibiotics that they had in her, and 5 days later we were released back to go and stay at the Ronald McDonald House, where she had never repeated an infection. The doctors felt that her recovery was strong enough to release her to go back home. And I think we were there for about a week, and I noticed the bulb needed to be replaced on her air filter. So I contacted Secure Air. Tom Nowicki, the national sales director, called me back, and I was asked if I had the receipt to send back the air filter. With our life in turmoil, we had no receipt. Questions not even asked. Without any questions asked, 2 days later, a brand new filter showed up with extra replacement filters. Kathryn and I and my wife Carolyn had been talking about how can we, after going through this amazing experience, give back to those who gave so much to us.
He talked with Kathryn, and Kathryn felt very strongly that she wanted to give something back to the home because they gave so much to the family. And she felt that something that would be really great to give back would be the gift of pure air. That, to me, just resonated so strongly that after facing her challenge, she wasn't thinking about herself, she was thinking about others.
Can you tell me what Kathryn's gift is?
Air filters, and to give air filters to every room in the Ronald McDonald House.
What Kathryn's gift will do is provide a way to clean the air that a child is in their room. For Kathryn, and she still has the air purifier right next to her bed where she sleeps at night. And for kids that have immune systems that are endangered or that don't work well, or even kids that are just recovering from surgery, you don't want them to get sick, and this will help prevent them getting sick if there's anything in the air around them.
Secure Air agreed to donate, per Kathryn's request, 36 air filters, so every child in Maryland's Ronald McDonald House could have one for their room.
We were able to have the opportunity to unbox them and hand them out to the house. Now that Kathryn's gift is established, our goal is to get into different areas of the country where there are Ronald McDonald Houses. So our goal is to inform the community about Kathryn's gift. We're hoping to be able to have an impact and keep kids safe across the entire country while they're staying at the Ronald McDonald House.
I'm happy to be able to help.